equations with brackets and variables on both sides. We are pretty much doing the same thing as we've done before, but it's really a good idea to firstly expand the brackets. It just makes it less likely that you're going to make an error down the line, and in some ways it'll make it a lot cleaner. I'll show you. If an equation has pronumerals on both sides, we got to collect them all to one side. So we're going to end up with, in this case, x is going to equal something. And so if we have x's on both sides, it's never going to tell us the answer. I'll show you. So for this one, okay, so we've got what's happening to x. There's 3 x's, which we're taking away 4 from, and then we're doubling that to equal 11. So the temptation is to just go ahead and divide by 2, which will work. You'll get the same answer. But we're gonna practice expanding our brackets and remembering that if we multiply 2 times 3x, we get 6 x's, and we also have to do that on the other side. 2 times negative 4 is 8, isn't it? Yeah. And that's going to equal 11. We add 8 to get rid of that minus 8. And to that we get 6x equals 19, kind of a funny amount. And to get x on its own, we've got 6 x's. We divide by 6, which gets us 1x. And that's going to give us something that's a little unwieldy. It's 19 over 6, or 3 1/6. You'll find that comes out to 3.16 recurring. For this one over here, we've still got the x's on the same side, and we have 2x plus 3 minus 4 more x's will give us 8. So let's expand the brackets to 2x plus, don't forget that you also have to do 3 times 2 is 6, minus 4x, trying really hard to keep our equal signs lined up. Because when we work things out like this, we're saying everything that is above and below that equal sign is equal. And then we're going to rearrange things and collect our like terms. So we have, what do we have here? Positive 2, minus 4. So we'll have negative 2x plus 6 equals 8. It's the same as saying 6 minus 2x, but it's going to leave us with the same issue, even if we rearrange them. Take away 6 from both sides, gives us negative 2x. What says is 2 in it? And then we divide by. Because we're multiplying negative 2 times x, we divide by negative 2 to give us x. And we divide that by negative 2 to give us negative 1. So x is equal to negative 1. Of course, we can go back and substitute and check. And when you have time, when you've done a test, absolutely go back and check. Because if you don't get the right answer, you've done something wrong. Now these puppies have x's on both sides. So they're really having a party here. 5 x's, 2 taken away. 3 x's, 4 taken away. Everybody loses. So the first thing we have to do is try and get them on the same side. So I like to take from the bigger side. So I've got 5 x's on this side and fewer x's on this side. So as long as we keep them together, we can just subtract those like terms. So if I take 3 x's from this side and from this side, I had 5 x's, took away 3 x's. Then what have I got? 2 x's left. To that, I still have minus 2. And on the other side, I have minus 4 because I subtracted 3 x's from that side and put them on the other side. And then to this, I want to add 2 to get rid of the minus 2 to leave me with 2x. And if I add 2, I should have negative 2. And then if I divide by 2, I get good old positive x, and divide by 2, I get good old negative 1. If I substituted that in there, it should work. And now this is the holy grail of both expanding brackets and moving our pronumerals to be on the same side so we can figure them out. You can see the mess you'd get in if you started by dividing by 3 or 8. It would be the circus come to town. So 3 times 2 times x gives us 6 x's, plus 3 times 4 is 12. 8 times x gives us 8 x's. 8 times 1 gives us 8 constants. Now, in this one, again, as I did before, I look and see 6 of the x's are on this side, 8 of the x's are on that side, so it sort of makes more sense to take away the 6 x's from both sides. So that ended up, if I can, with a positive number of x's, which is 2 x's. Doesn't matter if it's on the left side or the right side. You're still showing what x will be equal to once you whittle it down. What am I doing there? Taking away 8 leaves us with 4 is equivalent to 2 x's. Divide by 2, and I get x. Divide by 2, I get 2. So that's it. That's fine. That's better. It's convention. It's convention. It's what we do to write the pronumeral on the left-hand side. So it's a nice idea to just clarify that and write it. Therefore, x is equal to 2.